It's a huge Ace Dollar Day sale. There are values everywhere you look.
Brushes and bulbs.
Cords and caulks.
Glue and gloves.
And more for just $1 each.
So look into the Ace Dollar Day sale today. You'll see so many ways to save.
I'm not telling you big shit.
Doug?
Nancy, they got you too, huh?
Have a seat, Mr. Wilson.
Christ.
We know you've been cooking the books for Klein's Fund. So one of you better start talking or you're both going down because we do not fuck around at the SEC.
SEC? I've heard of you guys.
Oh, yeah? I should fucking hope so.
Yeah, you guys have those federal pension plans tied in with our mainstay fund.
What's he talking about?
What are you talking about?
Burnt orange. I see numbers as color. I'll explain later. 5 years ago, Uncle Sam bet your retirement plans on our good judgment. It's all right here in the files. If we go down, you go down. That's right, Meatball. Not only are you gonna let the two of us off the hook right here, but you're gonna give your bosses in DC a ring to make sure that our firm's road to success is paved with the Fed's good graces, plenty of deregulations, and a laissez-faire sense of letting us do our goddamn jobs. What's the matter, Agent Scary Lips? Your scary lips tasting my hairy shit? You tasting Doug Wilson's world-famous beef stew? How's it going down? It's kind of spicy, right? You guys are so fucked right now. All I can think about is your wife and a horse. Go ahead, take us down. Watch our shares plummet if you want to retire with your dick in our ass, but it's a whole lot sunnier in Florida.
Doug Wilson, Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're gonna need a second to talk about this.
No way. I'm free to go. Same goes for her.
And, no halfway house. No parole, no calling your friends at the DEA.
He doesn't have any friends at the DEA, do you, Melnick? Do you, Melnick?
No, I don't have any friends at the DEA.
And I'm gonna need that tape back from last night.
That's federal property.
It's leverage against me, and I want it. That's it? That's all of it?
Yeah? Any chance I could buy an eighth? I'm gonna need to smoke up.
You got it. That'll be $90.
Fuck my life.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life, fresh goes better. Mentos freshness, fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
I'm not abandoning my army.
You're the commander, not a damn infantryman. Those fuckers are about to swamp us.
We can hold them off.
Dracarys!
somewhat respectable, pick up Pepsi in these hype receptacles. Cool cans are coming, so don't be afraid, and if you get lucky, then you might get paid. So yo, stop kicking, your pace better quicken before they run out or the clock stops ticking. Really, I'm not kidding.
Diane, 11:30 a.m., February 24th. Entering the town of Twin Peaks. It's 5 miles south of the Canadian border, 12 miles west of the state line. I've never seen so many trees in my life. As W.C. Fields would say, I'd rather be here than Philadelphia. 54 degrees on a slightly overcast day. The weatherman said rain. You can get paid that kind of money for being wrong 60% of the time and be working. The mileage is 79,345, gauge is on reserve, riding on fumes here. I got to tank up when I get into town. Remind me to tell you how much that is. Lunch was $6.31 at the Lamplighter Inn. That's on Highway 2 near Lewis Fork. That was tuna fish sandwich on whole wheat, slice of cherry pie, and a cup of coffee. Damn good food. And Diane, if you ever get up this way, that cherry pie is worth a stop. Okay. Looks like I'll be meeting up with the Sheriff Harry S. Truman. Shouldn't be too hard to remember that. We'll be at the Calhoun Memorial Hospital. Guess we're gonna go up to intensive care and take a look at that girl that crawled down the railroad tracks off the mountain. When I finish here, I'll be checking into a motel. I'm sure the sheriff will be able to recommend a clean place, reasonably priced. That's what I need. A clean place, reasonably priced. Oh, Diane, I almost forgot. Got to find out what kind of trees these are. They're really something.
It's milk right away. Can you make that too? Could you please pass the chicken? Certainly.
Now at Burger King, lickety splits.
May I have the French toast? My pleasure.
You can collect all 4, a new one each week when you buy a kids meal.
Room for a little dessert?
The Burger King Kids Club, just for fun, just for you.
These things have been blowing my mind for a while now. Do you see the little half circle with wings? That appears on a cuneiform tablet at the Iraqi National Museum. It's one of mankind's earliest attempts at writing. And do you see this little triangular curlicue thingy? That's etched on the Iron Pillar of Delhi, 900 BC. It's pretty weird, right? So Nina Sharp says you're FBI too. You don't look FBI.
So you have no idea what any of them mean?
What the symbols mean?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea. But I found something else. We all remember Paul Revere's ride, one if by land, two if by sea. But before that, he was famous for his engraving of the Boston Massacre, 1770.
Oh, come on. Well, that could be anybody.
Marie Antoinette, 1793. Sarajevo, 1914, minutes before Archduke Franz Ferdinand was shot, kicking off World War I.
So they have been around forever.
Or else they're not limited by our human perception of time. Are you with me? We think of time as linear, right? Life is a journey. You're born, and then you die. And to get from one end to the other, there's only one way through. Unless you look at it like this, and then you can see at any point. It's all happening at once.
So they're traveling through time?
No. It's more like they're observing time. I think these guys show up at important moments. Historical, technological, scientific, but it's rare. Maybe 24 different definite occurrences in the past 5,000 years of human history. But recently, I've charted 26 sightings in the past 3 months alone. It kind of makes you wonder.
Why now?
And right now, you two can really clean up on Arrow. You see, it's the end of the model year at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer. So come on in and pick up an exceptional deal on the car that the EPA rates at 38 miles per gallon highway, 27 city, thanks to the ingenious MCA air injection system. So come on and get a fair shake on a...
Okay, look, you don't have to answer me, but what was that all about? I can tell the difference.
What do you care? We're buds, right?
The United States, a conquered nation. How on earth could that have happened?
It all began in the 50s when we lost the Korean War. The Sino-Soviet Empire swept the globe. First into China, then Europe, South America. We were economically isolated from the rest of the world. Their assets and technology grew while ours shrank and finally collapsed.
Why, that's the domino theory. In reality, in our universe, it was the Soviet Union that collapsed. The Berlin Wall was pulled down and communism is virtually extinct.
Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? We're on the wrong planet, my friend.
At ease. Private.
Comrade, get on down and get that brain right into town. Serve your state and feed your people because the end of your world is evil.
This is a joke, right?
No, this is prime time.
It's Pledge Week, comrades, on PBS. So pick up your phone and pledge your support for public television. Or else. We know who you are.
This is the plaintiff, Pavel Kurlienko. He says he was shocked when the defendant slipped up and handed him a counterfeit bill. And this is the defendant, alias Rembrandt Brown. He's accused
Oh my
of
God.
showing his true
Quinn!
colors at a
Professor,
trial.
get back here quick!
This is the case of the rat
Hurry!
caught in a trap. Now, the plaintiff did his civic duty by heroically detaining his insidious passenger long enough for the authorities to arrive. The defendant dubiously claims that he is not of this earth and therefore shouldn't be expected to abide by the laws of civilization.
All parties and witnesses, raise your right hands to be sworn.
You're going to run into somebody new at Taco Bell. He's Batman. And Taco Bell's got him. On 4 collectible Batman cups. Just buy a 32-ounce drink and your cup refills and new cinnamon twists are all free. I want you to tell all your friends about me. Tell them to drive, fly, or just drop by today to collect your free Batman cups. Only at Taco Bell.
You're just like this heap. A hunk of metal with arms and legs instead of wheels. But this heap doesn't mock me the way you do. It doesn't look at me with make-believe eyes or talk to me with a make-believe voice. Well, I'm sick of being mocked by the memory of women. And that's all you are. A reminder to me that I'm so lonely I'm about to lose my mind.
I can feel loneliness too.
Oh, Alicia, I'm sorry. Alicia's been with me now for 11 months. It's difficult to write down what has been the sum total of this very strange and bizarre relationship. Is it man and woman? Or man and machine? I don't really know myself. But there are times when I do know that Alicia is simply an extension of me. I hear my words coming from her, my emotions, the things that she has learned to love are those things that I've loved. I'm not lonely anymore. Each day can now be lived with. I love Alicia. Nothing else matters.
Longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Andy, Mr. Peavy finally called from the airport. Scum is on its way.
Oh, that's terrific.
Terrific. Those people write music about explosions.
Mr. Carlson, I've been trying to tell you this. They're musicians. All that's just a gimmick. You got nothing to worry about. I gotta check on Venus.
Johnny, is that true?
What?
That I've got nothing to worry about.
No, it's not.
You think these guys are crazy, John?
Herbert, I certainly do.
Huh?
By the way, your car is missing from the parking lot.
This has got to be more of your Cincinnati Triangle nonsense, huh?
Okay, don't believe me.
Excuse me for a minute.
Andy tells me these rock and roll groups put on these acts for their fans. Is that...
Some do.
How about the scum of the earth?
Some don't.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it, because Steve Peavy's handled these show business types before.
Hello, we're the scum of the earth.
No.
Yes.
Huh? Hi. Hey, listen, Dr. Fever, this is marvelous. These guys are wonderful. Coats and ties, the whole... Welcome aboard, fellas.
Thank you very much, sir.
Are you sure you're scum?
Positive.
Well, of course they are.
Where is Mr. Peavy?
He got out of the car. That's actually the last we saw of him, I think.
Was the car moving when he got out?
Yes, I believe it was.
Why would he do a thing like that?
We don't know, but that's our story and we're sticking to it.
Yeah, these are the guys.
Hey, give that back!
Mouse trouble? Then you need Mousetrap. Mousetrap, I guarantee it's the craziest trap you'll ever see. The first to capture everyone else's mouse is the winner. Just turn the crank and snap the blank and boot the marble right down the chute. Now watch it roll and hit the pole and knock the ball in the rubbered up tub, which fits the man into the pan. The trap is set. Here comes the net. Ouch! Mousetrap, I guarantee it's the craziest trap you'll ever see. I knew you were a winner. Mousetrap from Milton Bradley.
Might I trouble you for a glass of canard?
Help yourself. It's on the house.
Well, how uncharacteristically generous of you.
I'm in an uncharacteristic mood. Besides, I got 80 cases of this stuff sitting in my stockroom. And the way things are going, I'll never unload another bottle, unless it's to you.
How thoughtless of me not to consider the effect the destruction of my home world would have on your business. These must be trying times for you. Be brave.
I should have listened to my cousin Gala. He said to me, Quark, I got one word for you. Weapons. No one ever went broke selling weapons. But did I take his advice? No. And why not? Because I'm a people person. I like interacting with my customers like you and I are doing right now. Talking to each other, getting to know one another.
I can see the attraction for you.
But when you're dealing in weapons, buyers aren't interested in casual conversation. They just want their merchandise, no questions asked. So impersonal.
Your charms would be wasted.
Exactly. So now, Gale owns his own moon. And I'm staring into the abyss. And the worst part of it is, my only hope for salvation is the Federation.
I know precisely how you feel.
I want you to try something for me. Take a sip of this.
What is it?
A human drink. It's called root beer.
I don't know.
Come on. Aren't you just a little bit curious? What do you think?
It's vile.
I know. It's so bubbly and cloying and happy.
Just like the Federation.
But you know what's really frightening? If you drink enough of it, you begin to like it.
It's insidious.
Just like the Federation.
Do you think they'll be able to save us?
I hope so.
Without hurting my knees. And now it's time for chocolate. I really wanna have a Hershey's, please. Now I'm talking chocolate.
How are they? The others?
Thirsty. Hungry. Waiting to be rescued. And they need someone to tell them what to do.
Me? I can't.
Why can't you?
Because I'm not a leader.
And yet they all treat you like one.
I don't know how to help them. I'll fail. I don't have what it takes.
Why are you out here, Jack?
I think I'm going crazy.
Well, you're not going crazy.
No?
No, crazy people don't know they're going crazy. They think they're getting saner. So, why are you out here?
Chasing something. Someone.
The White Rabbit. Alice in Wonderland.
Wonderland, because who I'm chasing, he's not there.
But you see him?
Yes. But he's not there.
And if I came to you and said the same thing, then what would your explanation be as a doctor?
I'd call it an hallucination. Result of dehydration, post-traumatic stress, not getting more than 2 hours of sleep a night for the past week, all the above.
All right, then you're hallucinating. But what if you're not?
Then we're all in a lot of trouble.
I'm an ordinary man, Jack. Meat and potatoes. I live in the real world. I'm not a big believer in magic. But this place is different. It's special. The others don't want to talk about it because it scares them. But we all know it. We all feel it. Is your white rabbit a hallucination? Probably. But what if everything that happened here happened for a reason? What if this person that you're chasing is really here?
That's impossible.
Even if it is, let's say it's not.
And what happens when I catch him?
I don't know. But I've looked into the eye of this island, and what I saw was beautiful.